Good morning. We're out here on Fort Loudon Lake, which is a lake on the Tennessee River system, and kind of shockingly we have current this morning, which is an oddity during the summer. So we are anchored up while we have that. What I'm anchored up on is a channel ledge that has a point on it. I'm in 45 feet of water right here. It comes up to 30 and then to 15, and then there's a 10-foot flat in the back with a bunch of trees and stuff on it, which is a pretty good flathead spot at night during the summer. But I am on the channel side looking for a blue cat. The point is back there. You can kind of see the chunk rock and the trees on it. There's a couple of, I think they're carp or something, coming up and eating mayflies. So I have 6 rods out the back thrown up in front of the point so our scent trail goes down to it. Then I have 1 long rod way out in the channel just to see if they're out super deeper. It gets down to 65 out there. And then on this rod, I'm going to do a down rod. Now I've got 10 ounces of weight on this. When you're doing a down rod, the more weight, the more stability you have when you're fishing with it, so it keeps it exactly in the strike zone, even if you get a bunch of waves. And current, so the current, if you don't have enough weight, will push it up in the water column, and we want it down near the bottom for catfish. That's not to say they couldn't suspend, but with the current conditions, they're probably sitting on the bottom. I've seen a couple of dead ones this morning. We're right at the tail end of the spawn, and they all had spawn marks on them. So we'll see what's up. I'm going to double hook rig this one with the whole skipjack. This is one of the smaller ones, which are generally perfect for this. You want to double hook rig these because even a big fish will come up and hit the back end of this sometimes and miss that hook. So I'm going to take 2 9/0 HG Charlie Brown hooks, snell them, and then just gently hook it in the back there. And on this bait I filleted the side down so that you can get into the backbone here, which has all the blood in it. So yep, that's what we're doing. Drop this guy down. When you're doing this, just slowly let it down, because if you let it down too quickly, that shad can wrap around the leader line and get all tangled up. So we're on bottom. You can see it thump there. Click my reel over, engage it. I'm going to reel down to it, and then that's how far it is off the bottom now. Make sure my drag's adjusted. We're just going to put this guy in the rod holder. That's it. With the circle hook, that whole rod will bend down and we'll be on. Maybe bass. Not a soul out here this morning, which is why I like fishing on Mondays. Otherwise, this would be Pleasure Boater City this time of the year. We'll get back to you when we get a fish on. One other thing I want you guys to notice is this bubble trail right here. Now that only happens generally when there is current, and it'll happen on the break line. So break line is where a change in depth occurs. It can either be rapid or tapering. Generally when you get a super steep break line and current hitting it, it forms these bubbles on the surface. And a lot of times you'll have a slack water off to the right and then your heavier current to the left, and the fish will sit right in the middle of it. It being on a break line too is awesome. So you can kind of see them right there. And you see how it wraps around the point. Basically, you'll bound down fishing all around the edge of that. But this is probably the best spot on this area, so I'm just going to set up on it and we'll see what happens. Looks like he's swimming with it maybe. I'm going to reel down on him. Nope. Dinkfish. Fish. Take a look at this bait whenever we get it back in. I think he got the bait off of it. Yep. Nothing. Just had it by the back end of it. That's how it goes sometimes. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's a good one. Not that good. Decent though. It's squirrely. Don't get my other ones. I think he's in it. Either that's a second fish or this guy's got me in it. I believe this guy has me in it. Yeah. That was another fish, because he's not in. Actually, yes he is. Darn. Well, forgot my net at home, but use 100-pound leaders, so you can just do this. That's a mess. You can see right there on the top of his fin, that's where they've been spawning. All beat up. We'll let him go though. Not a big fish, but a fun fish, and it was a good fight, good takedown. There we go. Hopefully we get a big one. Yep. There we go. Oh, good one. This is gonna be a good one. He ain't even moving. Coming at me. Trying to walk him to the other side where I don't have an anchor rope. Going upstream about the whole time, I feel like. Felt heavy when I pulled the weight up on him. man. There we are. There we go. Oh yeah. Good one. Good one. That is a skinny fish for its size. Spawn is not a fun time to be a catfish. Let's see if I can get them. My hand's about to get torn up. Ow. Hope I don't lose them here. Come here. Quit it. He's got some teeth. Look at his fins, he is messed up. That guy's had a rough time about it. Look at that. I'm fighting people off the mess. Good blue cat here. See where it's just come off the spawn. This is a male. He's super beat up from protecting the nest, but looks like they are coming off of it. So should be better fishing here soon. We're going to release them. He's gone. It gon' rain! Sometimes you just gotta embrace the suck. That pertains to fishing very well and life in general. And right now, this is the suck. Because it's pouring. I just want to catch a 50-pound catfish. At least the boat's gonna get clean. Kinda, I guess. Maybe now that we got poured on, we'll catch a fish. I hope so. My personal best, like 4 years ago, came off that bridge right there. Close to 90 pounds. I think it weighed out at 86, but it was a big one. That's just a big creek channel on this big giant river bend right here. And I'm sitting right at where the mouth of it dumps into the main channel. That's gonna do it for today. The weather cleared up quite a bit and all the bass boats and the wake boats are coming out, and I can't stand fishing with wake boats. So we're gonna pull anchor, go get some lunch, and go catch some bait for striper fishing this evening. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day, Fish Bros.